Hello students, today we are going to see some more questions based on potentiometer. I have chosen 4 questions to discuss. I hope these 4 will make a greater clarification in your concept regarding potentiometer. So question number 1 will appear on your screen right now. Please pause the video and read the question carefully. It says that a 10 meters, so we have a total of 10 meters, so this is potentiometer. So we have a potentiometer board over here which has a length of 10 meter. Okay, and has a resistance of 20 ohm. So this entire potentiometer wire has a resistance of 20 ohm. And this one is connected to a EMF, a driver EMF of 5 volt. This is your 5 volt. And is connected to a rheostat. I can use this symbol also, which is fixed at a value of 480 ohm. And a resistor. The question says resistor, so we will not use the word rheostat, it says resistor. So 480 ohm. That's it. Okay, so and this goes here and it comes over here. Now the question says that an unknown EMF is balanced at 6 meter of the wire. So I have an unknown EMF over here and that is balanced over a distance of 6 meter. This is the 6 meter. Now the question is, draw the circuit diagram of the arrangement shown above. So this is the circuit diagram shown above. The potential gradient of the potentiometer wire. So the second point of the question is, so this is the answer for the first question, draw the circuit diagram. Second question is, find the potential gradient. This is not known to me. So if this is not known to me, though the length is known to me, but if I don't know the EMF, I cannot find the potential gradient, because potential gradient is potential divided by length. So this is not known to me, so not happening. So the first thing, the best thing we have to do now is this, that either we have to find this first, that's unknown EMF, and then divide by 6 meter, that is one way. Or second way is, we can find the potential difference across this resistance, that is the entire potentiometer wire, divide that by 10 meter, we get the potential gradient, and then we can find the unknown EMF. So let's do it. So we will first find the current in the circuit. This is the first important part. Current in the circuit is driver EMF, that is equal to 5 volt divided by this circuit in the balanced condition will have a resistance of, from here to here is 20 ohm, that is this for 20 ohm over here, and then you have 480 ohm over here. So you have 480 plus 20, that is equal to 5 divided by 500, that is equal to 0.01 ampere. So what is the potential drop across 10 meter wire? Potential drop across 10 meter wire, that means this one. What is the resistance of this? 20 ohm. That is equal to I times of R. So potential drop across 10 meter wire equals to I times of R. R of the total length. So I is 0.01 and total length has a length of 10 meter which has a resistance of 20 ohm. So this is 20 ohm and that will give you 0.2 volt. Okay. Moving ahead. So potential drop across 10 meter wire, that is IL. So now what is the potential gradient? So potential gradient. Potential gradient will be equal to, now I know the potential across this length. What is the potential across this length? Potential gradient across this length is 0.2 divided by potential gradient is potential divided by length. So 0.2 volt divided by length is 10 meter, so this is your 10 meter. So I will get this answer as 0.02 volt per meter. So this is my second answer. Third, now the question is, what is the value of unknown EMF? Now the question says that the unknown EMF is balanced over a length of 6 meter, correct? And what is my potential potential gradient? My potential gradient is volt per meter as 0.02. That means each meter can balance 0.02. Each meter can balance 0.02. So 6 meter can balance how much? 6 meter can balance 0.02 volt divided by each meter multiplied by 6 meter. Meter goes out, and this will be equal to 0.12 volt. Correct? So that means the unknown EMF is of the answer 0.12 volt. Okay? Just take a note of this. And then we will go for the second question. Second question will now appear on your screen. Sorry. Question number 2. It says that it has a driver EMF of E2 whose value is not given. Okay. And then you have this as the potentiometer wire. See, now the driver EMF is upside. I have told you again before also that the circuit can be upside down also, doesn't matter. The one which is to be balanced will always have the galvanometer. Never forget this. Okay. Now the question says, so this is your AB length. This is your AB length. Now this question is very easy. It says nothing is given here. It right away just says that the potential gradient is 0.02 volt per centimeter. So the potential gradient, see, this is easy question. In the sense, if somebody gives you potential gradient, what else you want in life? So 0.02 volt per centimeter is given to you directly. The question says that the galvanometer shows zero deflection at a distance of 150 centimeter. At a distance of 150 centimeter, galvanometer shows zero deflection. What is the value of EI? Now each centimeter 0.02. So that means each centimeter is 0.02. So a distance of 150 centimeter, how much? So EMF E1 will be equal to, EMF E1 is balanced for length 150 centimeter. Therefore, potential difference is equal to 0.02 volt per centimeter multiplied by 150 centimeter. Centimeter goes out, and this will become how much? 300, that is 3 volts. Let's check the calculation. I hope it's correct. Just 2 by 100 is 0. Yeah. So answer is 3 volt. Now the second part of the question says, if the internal resistance of the driver cell, so it is saying that some driver cell has some internal resistance, and now if the internal resistance is increased, how does the balance point will shift? Now remember here, if your internal resistance is increased, if this increases, that means the current in this circuit will decrease. If the resistance increases, then the current in this circuit will decrease. So if the current decreases, it needs, so suppose I have a potential V equals to I times of R. Okay. If my current decreases, and this is my R, resistance of a given length, resistance of any given length, Now if I am looking for 3 volt, let us say I want to balance 3 volt for a given current, for a given resistance, I can balance. But what if my current decreases? If my current in the circuit decreases, I have to put this jockey over a larger length, then only my length increases, so my resistance increases, then only I will get 3 volt. It's just like you are getting 3 volt when the current is 1 and resistance is 3. So this also gives you 3 volt. Now what if your current becomes 0.5 ampere? That means you have to go for a resistance of 6 ohm. Now when will you get 6 ohm? 6 ohm you will get for a larger distance. So when your internal resistance increases, your current in the circuit decreases. That means you need more resistance. So you have to go more towards the end. Okay. Question number 3. A potentiometer wire of length 200 cm having a resistance of 200 ohm, of 20 ohm is connected in series with a resistance and cell of EMF 4 volt and negligible internal resistance. A source EMF of 10 millivolt is balanced against a length of 40 cm. So this is a potentiometer wire. Of 200 centimeter, resistance and cell of EMF 4 volt. This is 4 volt of negligible internal resistance, and this 200 centimeter has a resistance of 20 ohm. 20 ohm with the resistance, and the source EMF of 10 millivolt is balanced. So there is a source EMF here, and this EMF has a value of 10 millivolt. Very less, and this is balanced over a distance of 40 centimeter. This is 40 centimeter, and this source, the driver EMF is connected to a certain resistance. So basically I was looking for where is the question. The question is this only, that if this is all happening over here, then what is the value of this resistance? Okay. So how we are going to get the answer here? Alright. Now, this resistance, if you have to find, there is no way you can find if you don't find the value of current first beforehand. Because this current I is equal to EMF, this EMF divided by, now if you see the resistance here, this is 20 ohm, this is R. This is 20 ohm plus R. Now this EMF is equal to 4 volt divided by 20 plus R. Unless I don't find the value of I cannot find the value of R. So in this type of question, finding I is must. You have to find the value of I. Okay. So for that we will use this one, 10 millivolt. Okay. Now 10 millivolt is equal to I times of resistance of how much centimeter? Resistance of 40 centimeter. Agree? 10 millivolt. This is balanced here. So the potential drop here and potential drop here is same. So 10 millivolt equal to I times of R40. Now 10 into 10 power minus 3 volt is equal to I. And how will you find resistance of 40 centimeter? Now resistance of 20, resistance for 200 centimeter is 20 ohm. So 20 ohm divided by 200 multiplied by 40. Unitary method. So 200 will be equal to 20 ohm. So 1 centimeter will be 20 by 100. So 40 centimeter multiplied by 40. So this will give you the value of I. So 10 into 10 power minus 3 into 200 divided by 20 into 40. So 10 power 1, 2, 3. So it goes out. So it becomes 2 divided by 4 2s are 8 into 10 power minus 2. So this is your I. And where you are going to put this value of I, this is in ampere. Where you are going to put this value of I, you are going to put this value of I over here, and then you start and you find the value of R. And then you find R. Correct? So put the value of I over here. So that will be equal to 2 by 8, that is 1 by 4, it is 0.25. So 0.25 into 10 power minus 2 equals to 4 divided by 20 plus r, and that is equal to 20 plus r equals to 4 divided by 0.25 into 10 power minus 2. So r will be equal to 4 divided by 0.25 into 10 power minus 22 minus 20, and that will be a final answer. Okay, simplify this to get the final answer. Last question. Last question is like more like a trick. There is nothing very complicated over here. There is no complication. Like there is not very much of complications over here. If you know the trick, it becomes very easy. So you have a circuit like this. There is a variable resistance over here, and this is your meter bridge. A potentiometer board over here, and there is an interesting part over here. There is one switch over here, and there is another switch over here. In the question, there is no switch, but you can put a switch over here so that it becomes very clear to you. And you have two EMF which are connected with opposite polarity. See, you know that EMFs are connected with plus minus, plus minus, plus minus. Now here minus and minus are connected over here, okay? And here they are connected with same the opposite polarity. So this is your E1 and this is your E2. Now, and from here to here it goes, and then it goes from a jockey, and then it goes and touches the wire. And here they have given two lengths. One length is equal to 120 centimeter and other length is equal to 300 centimeter. Now here goes the question. Question is, when this S1 is closed, question is when S1 is closed, question is when S1 is closed, this is my S1, when this is closed, that means this is not there, and this one will have an EMF of E1 minus E2. Remember, this is opposite polarity. E1 minus E2. Okay. So this will be your E1 minus E2 will be equals to, or you can say proportional to. Now this is less, so it will be 120 centimeter. So when S1 is closed, the balancing length is 120 centimeter. When S1 is open and S2 is closed, the balancing length is 300 centimeter. So E1 minus E2 proportional to 120 centimeter, and E1 plus E2 is proportional to 300 centimeter. And therefore E1 minus E2, or therefore E1 plus E2 divided by E1 minus E2 will be equal to 300 divided by 120 centimeter. And from here you have to find the ratio. Okay, how will you find the ratio over here? So E1 by E2 plus 1 divided by E1 by E2 minus 1 is equal to 300 by 120. And now you start simplifying this. Basically you have to find the ratio of E1 by E2. How much is the ratio of E1 by E2? That is what you have to find. So I have made this like extremely easy for you now. From there onwards you can find what is the ratio. Okay. So that's it, and next class we will do some more. Hopefully you will get a good hand in this chapter. Thank you for watching.